That's a solid idea.
Yeah.
So I guess we just got 30 minutes, so I guess this is the end of part 2. So that's good. We just need to do that for like 6 more times, and then I'll have more than Magos. That's okay.
I mean, you could do it in 10-minute chunks.
I could do it in 1-minute chunks.
You could do a you have a conversation that started in the word, it just cuts.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much how I edit the Let's Plays with Magos anyway. I think that would be.
I feel like the
fun.
editing in the old episodes used to be way more tight. Like,
yeah.
I was Miami Let's Plays, very hyped for those. They were great.
Yeah.
But I was watching those and was making a point, and mid-sentence it would just cut. But in like the old Let's Play with
yeah.
It would be done with it would cut.
Yeah. I mean that's pretty much it, because after some point I realised that I don't think anybody's actually watching these except for Outlaw, and I'm not going to put in all that extra effort for one person. I already spent several hours recording this damn thing. So, at a point I just gave up. I mean, do you remember that highlight reel I did for the Portal one? I mean, that was some, like, that would have almost attracted people to actually watch the series. I mean, could you imagine that? Like, actual people watching the series, not weird fake people like you.
Exist. I'm just a weird abstract concept, but I haven't watched the Portal series yet, but those look like they're actually really good. They conversation you and Magos had about them in the base plays, or Magos is like getting mad at you for being mad at the game the whole time.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. There was a lot more of a sort of a pretense that this was like uploadable quality, that this was something that like people would actually want to watch. So we put some effort into thinking of what's the dynamic going to be like, how are we going to do the jokes. Did like a lovely highlight reel of all the jokes, and he played up on the you're bad at this game, haha, you're dumb, and all that. It was very fun. But the next one we just sort of dropped that immediately. And then it just got worse from there. I mean, soon enough, I'm not even going to be like recording it with OBS. I'm going to be recording it with like a smartphone that I've blue tacked to my face.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, for me, doing the whole pre-planning thing, other than just having, an idea of some topics to talk about, which I have topics prepared for the Let's Plays I'm going to record with Mago tonight. Oh boy, I'm recording him in the same day, but I wrote down like topics to have, and then how am I going to make the dynamic work for this? How am I going to, fit this towards this way, to where it sounds natural? Ultimately, what I care about most is just sounding natural. My goal with YouTube is as close as possible to a real conversation between people, to where you're into that vicariously, because that's what I really value.
Yeah,
trying to use things like that to understand people more. Conversations.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just sort of thinking about all these things, but one of the reasons why I sort of go for more unstructured meta content without stuff written down or heavily pre-planned is because I do want that natural sounding human atmosphere, and I feel like if I plan too hard to angries, at least in the first couple ones we did, the Kins raid ones the back do
Yeah, cutting out a bit again.
because I had it written down, and then you know, things that me and Miles had just came up with on the fly through having a dynamic with one another. So yeah, it's, you know, you have to find that middle ground of planning things and having a natural conversation at the same time, which a lot of that. With you, I don't think I have much of a dynamic with.
No, I'd agree. Yeah, I feel like we don't really have any dynamic. Our conversations are just not very interesting. There's no real sort of give and take. It's just bad, really. It's just all bad. It's just bad all the way down. And if that, you know, the story.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
The woman who went up to Stephen Hawking or someone important at some science festival, and she said, well, she basically ended up saying that, like, it's turtles all the way down, which is, I assume, where that came from. If she had just said it's bad all the way down, I think Stephen Hawking would have changed his mind right then and there. I think he would have been able to get behind that. I think any self-respecting scientist would have been able to recognize that, you know what, it is bad all the way down. I guess I was wrong. I guess I'd concede my argument and just, yeah, I'd admit it is pretty rubbish the whole way down. It doesn't get any better. I bet you're glad that I derailed whatever you were saying by talking absolute shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. That's the dynamic, I guess. We've made.
There we go. We have a dynamic. It's just you say something, then I just say something stupid and cut you off. And it's not particularly like funny stupid. It's just actually like legitimately kind of weird and dumb.
Lord.
I couldn't hear if you said something because you cut out again.
I need to watch.
You need to watch.
Who, Lord? I need to watch. I need to watch the rest of the Alas Poor Yorick video. Like, I need to set aside time.
Oh my god. No, don't watch those. They're gross. Alas Poor Yorick is gross. I hate it. I mean, you could if you wanted to. And, you know, I'd recommend watching, like, basically either of our main videos first, and, like, watching all of those, like, 3 times over before you get to Alas Poor Yorick. Or, like, most of them. I mean, I get the... I don't know what I'm fucking talking about. But you get the point I'm making. It's bad.
Well, I mean, I've already seen every Magos video on YouTube.
Yeah. Why haven't you seen every Alex Horatio video on YouTube? Why is that, I wonder? Why is that? Why are you such a racist scum? A racist scumbag?
Yeah, I've been secretly racist against Welsh people all this time.
Yeah. I mean, you know, Magos is, I think, technically Welsh. So that doesn't explain it. Come up with a better reason, goddammit.
Oh, man. That's some hyper deep lore right there.
That is some hyper deep lore. It's not actually that relevant, but, you know. And I could even be wrong about that. I don't know his exact citizenship. I wasn't there at his conception.
Yeah, I need to get, like... I need to get a way to where I can just go to a country and then be the citizen of that country for some time, and then go to another country and be the citizen of that country. I wish there was somewhere I could do that.
Well, I mean, you're probably... I don't know. There are different countries have different ways of getting citizenships. That might not work at all. But I guess I wish you luck. I mean, maybe that would be okay.
I mean, it's impossible.
Yeah, it's fully impossible.
Deeply impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a few, like, if I had time, or maybe 4, to